Hi there, my magical star beings. This is Psychic Siren Tarot, and welcome to the channel. In today's reading, we're going to be taking a look at what are your dreams trying to tell you. So this was a requested read. Thank you to everybody that requested this reading topic. So before we get started with your pile selection, I want to give a quick shout out to my sponsor, Keen. So this is how my best friend almost ruined my relationship. It started with a missed call from Emily on my boyfriend Kyle's phone at a weird time. Then I saw a missed call from Kyle on Emily's phone as well. I wondered why they'd call each other while I'm at work. My heart raced. I trust them, but I couldn't shake the feeling that something was off. I felt uneasy about Emily before. A year ago, I noticed how she and Kyle seemed to click, sharing jokes and glances that made me uncomfortable. Once I even caught Emily smiling at a message from Kyle, and when I asked him about it, he said it was private. I just dismissed it as paranoia due to my trust issues, but the doubt lingered. The new incident made my old suspicions resurface. Kyle became more secretive, always on his phone, which was unusual for him, and Emily started cancelling plans last minute, which wasn't like her. Everything seemed off and my anxiety grew. I confronted Kyle about the call, but he brushed it off as a mistake. But when I asked Emily, she said she didn't even remember calling at all. Their vague answers made me even more anxious. I needed to know the truth, so that's when I decided to consult with a tarot reader from Keen. I browsed Keen's website, searching for the right psychic for my situation. I found one specializing in relationship readings with great reviews. But it was her energy that caught my attention, so I decided to consult with her, hoping she could reveal the truth. I explained my fears and asked for clarity. As she began typing, I just felt a gnawing anxiety, fearing the truth I might hear. She told me the cards speak of betrayal, and my stomach dropped. Then she added, but they also speak of celebration, a union of hearts. Confused and frustrated, I asked, what does that mean? Her vagueness felt like torture. The truth lies in what you choose to see. The betrayal may not be what you think. Sometimes the heart sees what it fears, not what is real, she responded. I left the chat more confused than ever. Over the next few days, her words echoed in my mind, turning every interaction with Kyle and Emily into something sinister. The final straw came when I saw Kyle and Emily together at a coffee shop, speaking in hushed tones. They didn't see me, but I saw enough to confirm the worst. I left in tears. Back home, I felt broken. How could they betray me? But as I paced around, the tarot reader's words returned to me. Celebration? Union of hearts? Could there be another explanation? The next day, I decided to confront them. I know something's going on, I blurted out. Just tell me the truth. Kyle and Emily exchanged a glance, then smiled. We were going to tell you tonight, Emily said softly. Tell me what? I demanded. Kyle pulled out a small velvet box. We've been planning a special anniversary surprise for you. Our 3-year anniversary is next month. Emily helped me because you trust her taste more than mine. My mind reeled as everything fell into place. The strange calls, the secret meetings, the cryptic conversations. It was all for me. I felt a flood of relief and guilt. The tarot reader's words made sense now. The betrayal was actually my own mistrust, twisted by my fears. I hugged them both, tears streaming down my face as the weight of doubt lifted. They've been planning something beautiful for me, not against me. So I realized that sometimes trust means choosing to see love, even when fear blinds you. I hope you enjoyed that little nugget of my personal life, and if you've had thoughts about something you need clarity on, Keen connects you with talented psychics, tarot readers, and astrologers, available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, so you can get a reading whenever it suits you. Just create an account and you'll be able to choose from the hundreds of readers who are online right now. Each reader has unique gifts and specialties, so whether you need insights on love, career, or life in general, they can provide deeper understanding and guidance. Choose whichever reader best suits you, and you'll be able to connect with them via phone call or text chat. It's always best to get a personal psychic reading if you'd like more accurate information on your situation, because it is directed only to your energies. Now, here's your chance to get a personalized reading from Keen. As a new customer on Keen, you can try your first 5 minutes for only $1. Go to trykeen.com/psychicsirenttarot or click the link in my description box below to receive a discount on your first reading. Thank you, Keen, for bringing this partnership opportunity and for sponsoring today's video. That's trykeen.com/psychicsirenttarot or click the link in my description box below to get your own personalized reading today at a huge discount. So getting back to your pile selection. For pile number 1, we have the fairy crystal with communication co-creation. For pile number 2, we have the shell with surrender. And for pile number 3, we have rose quartz with luminescence. So I'm going to give you a few seconds to pick a pile. Pick whichever one you are most drawn to. So hopefully by now you have picked a pile for yourself. If not, you can pause the video. Once you're done picking a pile, please find the timestamps for your pile in the description box below, and then I'll see you at your reading. Hi there, my pile number 1s. If you chose this fairy crystal and the communication co-creation card, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at what are your dreams trying to tell you. So please be aware that this is a general reading, only take what resonates, leave the rest. If you happen to find yourself enjoying this reading and if you want to stay up to date with what I post daily, you're more than welcome to hit the subscribe button. Also, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, please find my email address in the description box below. So what I'm getting from this pile is you have a bunch of spirit guides and mystical beings around you communicating to you in your ear as you fall asleep. Even if you don't consciously hear them, maybe some of you could have the gift of clairaudience. And I see them sort of communicating to you to give you a heads up of everything that is going to happen next, of the next steps you're supposed to take, signs you're supposed to receive, maybe even warnings and premonition dreams. So let's say they give you a dream of something they want you to do within the future, or something you wish of, or something like that. They kind of give you a dream to guide you towards your next steps. Sometimes they will give you premonition dreams of things that are going to happen in the future to sort of show you ahead of time what to do in this situation and what not to do in the situation. If they do give you a dream that is a warning, it's not to say that that future reality is going to happen, but it's important to take the symbolism and the message from the dream in a way where you can interpret what not to do. So say, for instance, let's say you dream of doing something you would never do yourself. Then maybe that is a warning to not do that. You know what I mean? Or let's say you do something in the dream and it leads to negative consequences, then there is a warning here about that specific thing. I don't really know what it could be. It could be different for all of you, but I do see warnings as well coming through your dreams. Let's say you dream of something you have always wished for and you dream of having it in that dream, then that could also be a sign that your manifestations are soon on the way, and that is something you are meant to be having in your life, destined to be having in your life, because I just saw the angel number 222, which to me is an angel number of destiny, but it's also a message that you're right where you're meant to be right now. If you have any dreams, it's just basically your spirit guides trying to communicate to you through the dream realm, send you signs through the dream realm. I kind of see them orchestrating your dreams by whispering to you in your ear and sort of orchestrating the dreams through symbolism, through feelings. So pay attention to that. So give me an example of this energy, spirit guides. So let's say you have a dream of something important you're meant to be doing, and the dream is something you're not necessarily currently doing right now, but let's just say I'm going to use a dream I had like a couple weeks ago as an example. I dreamt that I was getting married and I was late for my own wedding, and I was like trying to do my makeup and my hair. I'm not even getting married in real life, but that to me is, I take it as like something important that I'm meant to be doing that I am being late for, unprepared for. So then I can take that towards something in my real life that I'm meant to be doing that I may be unprepared and late for, like an opportunity. So that to me would be a warning in my dream realm. I'm using that as an example because Spirit is showing me something about being late and it's reminding me of a dream I had. So even if the dream doesn't make sense logically, try to think of it in a way of like symbolism where you can take what you need out of that dream. Because I think with you, your guides speak in metaphors and symbolism. They won't give you the right answer like in a way that you can understand through words. It's kind of like they speak in riddles and metaphors, your spirit guides. So that you can figure out what it is, because there's something about the more you learn to decipher and sort of like pick apart your dreams, the more you'll be able to understand the symbolism that they're showing you. So let's say you dream and you keep a dream journal and you write down, I would really suggest that for this pile. Let's say you write down your dreams and you pick it apart and you go and research. Let's say you dream of a squirrel and you go and research spiritual meaning of squirrels and you write it down there. And then later on you see what that means because you've recorded it. And then you see, oh, I see where this applies in my life now as I let time pass. So squirrels mean this to me. And then every time you see squirrels in your dream, you'll be like, oh, this is what it means to me. So you'll kind of form your own language to your spirit guides where different symbols or metaphors mean something to you specifically. And you'll kind of form your own language with your spirit guides through symbolism. So for you, it's very important to keep a dream journal so that you can keep record of that symbolism, and you will kind of like eventually come to a place where you've interpreted your own dreams, where you just know what it means immediately without trying too hard. And sometimes if it doesn't make sense immediately, write the dream down, try to kind of like just intuitively decipher what it could mean to you, and then let it go, see what happens later on in your life, and read back on it and see what it means to you as time passes by, because then you'll get to see what life events have happened, what action you've taken, and if that was true or not, if your intuitive deciphering of it was true or not, or accurate. And then eventually you'll get more good at doing that. So I feel like with you, it's like the dream realm is where your guides are going to communicate with you. I don't even feel like this pile needs readings from people, because I feel like your guides want to communicate to you through the dream realm directly. And there's something about them preparing you through this. You may have a gift through the dream realm. You may have the gift of clairvoyance and not realize it, or some of you are aware of it. But there is something about this pile having a very good imagination, very vivid imagination. Maybe some of you have even lucid dreamed before. That there's something about you having a gift with the dream realm. And the reason why they're saying you need to learn to decipher your own dreams is because you have that gift. Even if you don't feel like you know what you're doing yet, you will learn along the way. So I see your guides kind of putting you through an initiation where they want you to learn to decipher your own dreams, where they want you to learn from them through that, where they want you to listen to their signs, listen to what they're saying in the next steps you're supposed to be taking, the warnings they give you, the premonition dreams, things like that. And even if you have a premonition dream, it's not to say it will exactly happen like that, but sometimes it can be symbolism for what is going to happen next. So let's say, for example, you dream of being pregnant. That could mean that there is a new beginning coming in your life if you don't want a pregnancy literally, if that makes sense. So sometimes they'll show you the future through symbolism, if that makes sense. So with you, I think it's important to grasp the note that the future is never set in stone. So even if you dream of something that is a premonition dream, you could change something within that future. It's not always set in stone, because Spirit is showing me Raven from That's So Raven when she has a vision of something bad happening and then she tries to change it. So to me, that represents you being able to change your future through the messages they give you. So we have the Freedom card. And we have Crystal Keys. I do also think your guides are sending you emotional healing through your specific dream realm. So I see something about maybe you dream of something and it brings out certain emotions within you. It's meant to bring healing. So let's say you dream of a situation that happened a long time ago. And you may think, I don't even think about this situation anymore. Why am I dreaming about it? It could be showing you what you still need to heal about that situation, where you may have healed a lot from that situation and liberated yourself from that situation, but there may be little remnants of that energy still left within your emotional field. So we have an aura. We all have an emotional kind of aura. So it's kind of like still stuck there, some residue of things that you have healed and liberated yourself from, but there's just like extra tweaks of healing you need to do there. So Spirit is showing me, let's say we mop the floor and we've mopped the whole house, but maybe there's a little spot that we missed. So that's what they're referencing to the healing journey, where let's say you dream about something and very intense emotions come out within the dream. Spirit wants you to take note of the emotions you're feeling within those dreams, because those emotions are trying to tell you something about the way you may still feel about that connection or that person or that place or that thing that happened to you, where you might think that you don't feel that way anymore, but you do subconsciously. So it's almost meant to bring an ending to a cycle, a transformation to you, so that you can level up and liberate yourself from the past, okay, from the emotions that are holding you back. I also feel like your spirit guides are showing you your own freedom through the dream realm. What do I mean by this? I feel like what your spirit guides are showing me is you have the ability to create things in the dream realm, to manifest things in the dream realm. So you have a gift to do with your dreams. Like I'm even seeing lucid dreaming. So Spirit is showing me an example of, let's say you are dreaming and you all of a sudden imagine yourself having food, and you kind of like just create food with your hands. Not making food, but food just pops out of nowhere when you think of it and you manifest it through the dream realm. And then you eat that food and it almost feels real through the dream. But then you wake up and you're like, what was that about? That's so random. And then it's like, that's your spirit guide showing you a sign that you can manifest things out of thin air in this life too, that you have your own free will, you can make your own decisions. Nothing is set in stone in your future. So if you choose to go in a different direction in your life, you always have the free will to do that, if that's something you want to manifest for yourself. So I feel like your spirit guides show you that through that as well. Spirit is referencing a dream I once had where I had a similar situation of like a lucid dream where I was having a nightmare and some kind of like scary kind of creature was like chasing me, and then I sort of imagined that scary creature turning into a teddy bear where it was no longer scary. And I didn't do it intentionally. I didn't know I was dreaming, but then it happened in the dream. So now looking back on that with your message, it's kind of like, let's say we dream of that. That could be showing us that even the scary things in our life, we can change the outcome of that with our mind, with the way we choose to think about it. So that is an example of the energy. Like I said before, your spirit guides also show you what you can do next to elevate, to move to the next level through your dreams, the next steps you're meant to take. So they kind of guide you towards those little things that you're meant to be doing next, in order to receive your manifestations, in order to receive being in alignment with the things you're meant to go towards or want to manifest. So let's say you are manifesting love and you dream that, let's say you dream of yourself journaling. Maybe that is a sign from your spirit guides that you're meant to be journaling and healing so that you can come into alignment with the love you do want to receive. So Spirit is showing me how when we go into the energy of what we want to manifest and become and embody that energy, align ourselves to the frequency of what we want, that reality comes to us quickly. So it's about aligning with that frequency, and they also help you tune your frequency to the things you want to manifest through the dream realm. So I see them working on your energy field through the night. And if you ever wake up feeling really tired, after that, there's a reason why. There was energy work done on you by your guides during the night. Or I see them putting things in your aura that are meant to help you. So let's say you have, for example, like a weak root chakra and you want to manifest more stability. They're going to maybe work on your root chakra and help it become stronger so that you can manifest more stability. Let's say you have a dark energy within your aura from trauma. Then they're going to clear that dark energy during the night. Let's say you hugged someone that day and they had a really bad energy and it was stuck to your aura. They're going to clear it during the night. So I'm seeing them kind of work on your aura during the night as well. Do healing on you during the night as well, so that it leaves ripple effects on your reality. I'm hearing the word deconstruct. I don't even know what that word means. Sorry. That's kind of embarrassing, but okay. Let's get 3 tarot cards. Okay, I kind of feel like using a specific tarot deck that I have. Let me just get it. Okay, so let's pull your tarot cards now. So spirit guides of pile number 1. What are their dreams trying to tell them? We have the 9 of Cups in the reverse. We have the Queen of Swords in the reverse. Card fell on the floor. Let me just get it. The 8 of Wands. Okay, so since the 8 of Wands is on top of this Crystal Keys card, it's kind of like they're helping you move forward from situations that have maybe happened in the past that have affected you emotionally or mentally, so that you can move forward from it and transform from it and not have that affect you or your mindset anymore or your emotions anymore, so that you can be free of that. Your spirit guides might even put you in certain situations. So just bear with me as I try to explain this. So spirit is showing me, you know, when you train to become a pilot and you have to be in a sort of like pretend version of an airplane. I don't know what it's called, but I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, where it's not a real airplane. It's like a simulation and you're learning. So spirit is showing me like that, where you're kind of like in the dream realm in a sort of simulation where let's say you deal with certain things and you need to learn to work on that, they will put you in those situations in the dream realm. So it doesn't always mean that those situations are going to happen, but they sort of train you on how to deal with those situations with the most wisdom. Okay, integrating wisdom of lessons you're learning that you haven't quite learned yet. So for example, Spirit is showing me, let's say you have trouble speaking your truth with the Queen of Swords reverse, and you want to free yourself of this thing where you want to be able to set boundaries for yourself. Let's say you dream of somebody saying something to you, and in that moment you stand up for yourself in the dream. That is sort of preparing you for real life scenarios where maybe you need to stand up for yourself. So Spirit is showing me an energy like that where your spirit guides, I'm also seeing ascended masters and archangels and like mystical beings being around you. Like Spirit is showing me more mystical beings like ET energies, archangels, fairies, dragons, things like that, where they kind of like guide you and teach you wisdom through the dream realm of things you need to know. I also do see that sometimes when things go quiet in the dream realm, when you're not dreaming much, it is because you're meant to be resting your mind and your spirit, where it's like there's no messages for you at the moment. So if you're not dreaming, like if you have periods of times where you're not dreaming at all, there is a reason behind that, because it's like your mind needs to focus on other things other than the spiritual. Maybe you're very kept up at work in that moment of your life, in that period of your life. So you need all your energy to go towards that, because I feel with this pile, you're very gifted when it comes to the dream realm. But sometimes when you have very vivid dreams or a lot going on in your dreams, or when you're doing a lot of spiritual work in the dream realm, a lot of healing, it can drain you even after you've slept for a long time. So when you're going through periods of not dreaming, it's because you're supposed to be, focusing on the physical rather than the spiritual in that moment of time. And there could just be that there aren't any messages for you at that time that are important right now. So no dream is also a message, okay? So with the Nine of Cups reversed, let's say you dream of something to do with your wishes or something like that, and you dream that you don't get what you want out of the situation. That could be showing you certain fears that you need to work on that are subconscious, that you need to free yourself from. So let's say you dream of something you've always wanted. Let's say you get a job interview and you dream of not getting the job interview. It doesn't mean that you're not going to get that job. It just means that you need to heal fears around not getting that job. Does that make sense? So your spirit guides are making you aware of your fears that sort of like push your manifestations away, or the emotions you have that sort of push your manifestations away, so that you can work on that, so that you can attune your frequency to that of your manifestation or wish or dream. Okay, so that is what I see for this pile. And when you are going through situations in your dreams where you feel unsatisfied or you feel just like not content, it is showing you something within your life where you don't feel content. So let's say you dream of being bored in a relationship, for example, and not feeling content in the relationship. It could be showing you that maybe not in your romantic connection that you're feeling that way, but maybe in a friendship you're feeling that way. So it doesn't always relate to the people you dream of. So don't take the people you dream of literally. But let's say you dream of being in a romantic connection and you're unsatisfied, but in your real life you are satisfied in your romantic connection. But when you think, where am I not satisfied? And then you think of a specific person, that could be pointing towards a relationship in your life, okay? So your dreams aren't always literal down to the person, but it's sort of showing you where in your waking life you may feel that way. So pay attention to the feelings in your dreams, how you feel when you wake up, because sometimes you forget your dreams, but you feel something when you wake up, and that could be pointing towards something to work on or something to take note of. And if you ever wake up with songs stuck in your head, then that is a sign that you're meant to take some kind of message from that song. So this is what I have for you, pile number ones. I really hope this reading resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hi there, my pile number twos. If you chose this shell and the surrender card, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at what are your dreams trying to tell you. So please be aware that this is a general reading, only take what resonates, leave the rest. If you happen to find yourself enjoying this reading, then please go ahead and consider hitting the subscribe button. Also, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can find my email address in the description box below. Okay, so this is gonna sound kind of strange, but when I ended pile number one and I was about to start pile two, all of a sudden I felt like tears started streaming out of my face, like out of my eyes, and I all of a sudden felt sad, and I never felt sad today at all. I mean, it's like in the afternoon as I recorded this, I wasn't sad today. I was actually very happy today. So I think I'm picking up on your feelings, and I think maybe sometimes you will dream certain situations that make you cry, or sometimes you will wake up crying or wake up feeling a little bit sad from a dream you've had. I think your dreams are trying to tell you and trying to help you process certain emotions that you need to release and let go of. So if you ever dream of really sad situations, it means that you need to process whatever emotion came out and release those emotions through crying. And don't let anybody tell you like you're wrong for crying after dreaming something if it's not real. The thing is, if a certain dream makes you feel such a strong, intense emotion as if it really happened, it means that that emotion needs to be released out of your system. So let yourself cry, surrender to the feeling, and release it so that you can get out of that loop or cycle. I see the endings of loops and cycles, karmic loops and cycles and patterns. I see the energy of past lives and reincarnation and tapping into your Akashic records. So the Akashic records, for a simple explanation, is basically, I would call it your soul's library of all your past lives, where when you open up to that metaphorical library and open a specific book, you're able to see records of different past lives you've had, but also future lives. As we know, time does not exist. It's not linear, so you can see future lives and past lives when you tap into your Akashic records. So what I see here is you may sometimes dream of past life situations or even parallel realities. I know that sounds crazy and insane, but hear me out. It's what I'm seeing. So let's say you dream of a situation with a person you know in real life, and in the dream you have a completely different dynamic to them in real life. Your spirit guides could be showing you a past life you have to that person. Let's say you dream of somebody you don't know, but in the dream you feel this intense connection to this person, but you don't know them in real life. You could be picking up on a past life memory for a reason, where spirit is trying to show you something from that past life, to either bring healing, to bring more understanding, or anything of the sort. But I'm also seeing parallel lives or parallel realities. So let's say you dream of something, people, places, and it's not quite the same as it is in real life, but it's almost similar, then that could be a parallel reality you are dreaming of. I once dreamt of a parallel reality And I'm going to share that experience now so you can understand what I'm talking about as an example. So I dreamt that I was like still with my ex in the dream, and somehow when I woke up I knew it was a parallel reality because I was a completely different person now. I've completely healed from him and let go of him. But in this parallel reality, Spirit was showing me like me being married to my ex and still being with him, and him still treating me badly in that parallel reality. So it's kind of like showing me that, you know, in parallel realities, I could still be healing from this thing to clear the karmic cycle, if that makes sense. So Spirit will show you your parallel realities to kind of give you more insight into certain situations that you need to know of. And if you ever dream of past lives, sometimes those time periods will be significant. So for example, for me, I've dreamt of certain past lives where I dreamt I was a woman in the 70s and I was in a completely different body. I looked different. Everybody there was wearing like 70s retro clothes. Like you could see it was a different time period. So some of you will dream of different time periods, and I'm just giving my own example to kind of explain it so you can understand it more. So that you can understand how to decipher whether this is just a dream or whether you're picking up on past lives. So if you're dreaming of yourself looking different, then you could most probably be tapping into a past life version of you. Okay. And most of this is to clear karmic loops or cycles. So let's say you dream of somebody you know in real life, and in the dream you have a completely different connection or dynamic with them, and maybe that dream shows you what you need to heal with that person in this lifetime. So this often happens in my personal readings where I'll see a past life between two people, and it will sort of explain unexplainable things that happen in real life that they can't explain through physical happenings, if that makes sense. So I'll give you an example. I had one client where she wanted to look into a past life with a sister of hers, and in the past life, that sister was like a friend / co-worker that was very jealous of her and always wanted to compete with her. And it made sense to her because in this lifetime, her sister was very jealous of her and she didn't understand why. So then that kind of past life reality showed her where the root cause of it was. And that is something as an example to kind of like show you that sometimes we'll have certain feelings towards people we know in real life, but we don't know why we feel that way towards them. Another example I had was a client that came to me about her boyfriend, and she wanted to read the past life between her and her boyfriend. And in the past life, she was like the mother to her boyfriend, and it made sense to her in this lifetime with her dynamic with him currently, where she felt like she was always mothering him in this lifetime, where she felt like she was mothering him too much, if that makes sense. So we have the vulnerability card. So it's like meant to bring out vulnerabilities of yours, meant to show you like what you're still holding on to emotionally that you need to release and let go of and transform from. And we have life force energy. So I feel like your dreams are sort of where you're recharging. I mean, that is self-explanatory. We all know we sleep to recharge, but I'm literally seeing that where you will kind of like recharge your batteries during your sleep, so that you can wake up energized. So I see some kind of like reset happening to your energy each night. Not just your physical body, but your energy body each night, where it's like your energy that you've used and lost will come back to you automatically, and then you will wake up feeling more energized and you'll wake up feeling like your energy is amplified, especially when you have important things you need to do or when you're very busy. I see your spirit guides even sending you more energy, where they're saying think of them like an extra boost of caffeine, you know, sending you that energetically where you can have more energy. Let's say you're taking an exam the next day and you have not had much sleep, and you only have 4 hours of sleep and you wake up and you're like, whoa, I only had 4 hours of sleep. Why am I so energized? It's because your spirit guides send you extra energy to help you with that exam. So I'm seeing that. You will also find that you gain emotional wisdom through your dreams, through feeling your emotions. But you'll also gain wisdom through your dreams, through the Akashic records, and tapping into past lives. I also do see passed on loved ones or ancestors could try to communicate signs and synchronicities to you through the dream realm. I also do see you could be healing past life traumas through the dream realm so that it doesn't it doesn't stay stuck to you in this lifetime. So sometimes we have past life traumas where we didn't deal with that in a past life, and we still carry that trauma with us in this life. So for me, for example, I'm just giving examples again so that you can understand what I'm talking about, because I don't want to just say it and then people be confused, you know. So with me, I've always had intense fears of, dying, and I think that could be rooting back from past lives where oftentimes I will dream of dying and it will bring those fears up. So Spirit is showing me something like that, where let's say you dream of something in the dream realm and it's never happened to you in this life, and you have an intense fear of that or an intense emotion linked to that, but it's never happened in this lifetime. And then your dreams will kind of help you process those emotions and traumas from past lives. And something to do with the solar plexus healing happening in your dream realm, but also the heart healing. So let's say anything around wounds of self-worth, self-confidence, the way you view yourself. Those wounds will be sort of like reflected to you in the dream realm, or wounds around the heart, around relationships, will be shown to you through the dream realm to bring healing and shine a light on it. So I'm seeing something about that. I'm also seeing your dreams come across as like very flowy. I don't know if a lot of you have water sign moons, but I'm just picking up on that. Like your dreams are very flowy, and I feel like you're very connected to your intuition and your psychic abilities. I feel like you will also sometimes tap into a collective of people that you haven't necessarily met in this life, where Spirit is showing me, we all have, how do I explain this? So Spirit is showing me, imagine like a television where it has like those olden day televisions where it has those things on top of it, those things that go towards the air. I don't know what they're called, but they kind of go towards the air. And imagine us all having that on top of our head energetically, where we're all able to connect to source energy, connect to the frequency of the collective around us. So let's say you dream of people you don't know in real life and you're having conversations with them. You could be tapping into other people's dreams as well and talking to them within that dream realm and tapping into collective energies. I don't know if some of you are tarot readers, and sometimes you'll tap into collective energies to give you messages on how to help the collective. So there is something about that coming through as well. I also see that you're very protected in your dreams against negative energies and entities. And I'm also seeing twin flame dreams. I don't know why. I just heard twin flame dreams. Okay, so now let's go ahead and take a look at your tarot cards. So spirit guides of pile number 2, please help me tap into their dreams and what their dreams are trying to tell them. So we have the moon, confirmation of what I said earlier, that you're very psychic, very connected to your intuition. But the moon is also a card of the subconscious mind and the emotions. So I feel like a lot of emotions are brought up through your dreams to help you sort of end those cycles, like I said before, but also you might be shown psychic information or psychic wisdom through your dreams. or things that are still bothering you subconsciously, but you might not be aware of it in real life. Then we have the Judgment card in the reverse. We have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. And we have the Queen of Wands reversed and the Five of Wands reversed. Your dreams will sometimes show you when people have negative intentions towards you, but you don't know it in real life. So let's say you dream of somebody you know effing you over. That could be a sign that they don't have the best intentions towards you. Wheel of Fortune reverse tells me that sometimes you'll dream something and it's more of a nightmare rather than a nice dream. And you'll wonder, does this mean, is it going to happen in the future? No, I don't see that happening. Sometimes in your waking life, you may have felt unlucky or like the universe is somehow against you. I see a lot of Saturn energy within this pile. You may have had a lot of hardships and restrictions in your lifetime, more than the average person. And you might have wondered, do I have bad luck? No, you don't. I don't think you have bad luck, but I think you are learning a lot more lessons than the average person in a shorter period of time. So how Spirit is showing it to me in a metaphor, let's say we are studying in college, right? You don't have to be, but this is a metaphor here. And one person takes 6 classes so that they can get through their studying quicker. Spirit is showing me an energy like that. Think of Earth like a school. And you're taking 6 classes, but other people are taking 2 classes, where you're like, I'm learning these 6 things in this lifetime. So due to you learning things faster, it's like your soul takes on more responsibilities, takes on more lessons, because you want to get through it quicker. I feel like these are my pile of souls that are more mystical and flowy in nature, where you don't really like being on Earth. So your soul wants to be able to do more tasks on Earth and get it over and done with, is what I'm hearing in my mind. So I feel like your dreams might show you certain lessons you're learning in this lifetime, especially to do with the self-worth and confidence. With the Queen of Wands reverse, you might have had a lot of people put you down for certain things about you, and you may dream of that to help you bring healing to that area of the solar plexus, the self-worth. You might also dream of success, where it is showing you where you will have success in your lifetime. I also see you dreaming of certain situations where you may be having conflict with certain people in your life. And that could be reflecting something within your waking life. So Spirit is showing me an energy of, let's say someone watching this pile doesn't really like conflict and may sometimes stay away from drama or be afraid of causing conflict, where sometimes you don't even want to speak about things because you don't want to create unnecessary drama. And in your dream realm, you're fighting with somebody and letting out your true feelings towards them that you've never said in the waking life. It could be trying to heal, and it's like your dreams are trying to help you heal and release those emotions in the dream realm so that you don't have it attached to that person anymore in your waking life. I feel like I'm part of this pile because I relate to everything said here in a very weird way. Judgment reversed. I do also feel like your dreams could show you what decisions not to make in your life. Because I'm hearing poor judgment. So let's say you make a certain decision in your dream and you realize it was a mistake. It's sort of showing you what to not do in your waking life, if that makes sense as well. I feel like there's a lot of like wisdom coming through in your dreams. If you learn to decipher your dreams, even the more negative dreams, there's a lot of wisdom coming through on how to heal the soul from all lifetimes. Maybe you're on a big healing journey, and maybe this is why this is happening. So this is what I have for you. I really hope this reading resonated with you, pile number 2. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hi there, my pile number 3s. If you chose this rose quartz crystal and the luminescence card, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at what are your dreams trying to tell you. So please be aware that this is a general reading, only take what resonates, leave the rest. If you happen to find yourself enjoying this reading, then please consider hitting the subscribe button. Also, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, please find my email address in the description box below. So with this pile, the first thing I see with your pile immediately is matters of the heart. I mean, her heart is sticking out to me quite strongly with the rose quartz that you chose, which is like a heart chakra related crystal, a crystal of love. So you might be shown signs through your dreams to do with matters of the heart, to do with relationships in your life, non-romantic even. And it could be showing you how you feel about certain situations, how you truly feel deep down inside. So let's say in your dream, you are dreaming of a specific friend you have, and the situation in the dream sort of shows you through your conversation with this friend, how you felt in that dream, how you maybe feel about this friend, or a situation that's happening within your relationships. So let's say your friend does or says something to you in the dream that is out of character to your actual friend. Your friend isn't necessarily the subject of the dream, but sort of like a mirror to you about how you feel about other relationships in your life. Your dreams will also show you sometimes things that are going to happen in the future in regards to romance and love, or things happening behind the scenes for you. So let's say you are single and you really want love and you dream of finding love. You know, that could be a sign from spirit that your true love is on the way, or like love is coming your way soon, that you're going to meet somebody soon. Let's say you have always wanted to get married and you dream of getting married. That could be a sign that you might either meet your future marriage partner soon, or they're on the way to you, or it could just be a sign that maybe the person you're with currently could be thinking about that with you. I don't know. But there's something about marriage coming through and commitment and manifestation to do with love. So your dreams could be showing something about that. I also feel like this pile could relate to pile 2 because I feel similar energies in this pile. But what I'm feeling for your pile is things you are manifesting as well to do with matters of the heart. So sometimes we manifest things unintentionally and not consciously. And sometimes we manifest things we don't exactly want through feelings in our heart. So, for example, I'll give my own example. I have fears of, being cheated on and betrayed due to my past relationship. So I've had certain dreams of like a person cheating on me, and it could be showing me, if I were part of this pile, that if I have to keep thinking of these scenarios and feeling like I'm going to be betrayed, then I might manifest that. So it is addressing something I need to heal within my heart chakra so that I don't manifest that. Because as we know, our thoughts and feelings create our reality. So if we're constantly feeling a fear towards something, we could manifest that fear if we don't face that fear or work on it. So that is also something I want to address. If there are any fears in your heart and you dream of something you don't want to manifest, that could be a sign to work on that thing or that emotion you're feeling within your heart so that you don't attract it to you. I feel like you're having direct communication to your heart chakra in your dreams, where your heart is showing you things you don't realize about yourself. So let's say you dream of being in a specific relationship with a person that treats you in a certain way, in a very specific way. And in waking life, you never realize that that's something you wanted. And in the dream realm, you're like, oh, this is so romantic and it felt so good receiving this in my dream. Then that may be your heart's way of telling you this is what you want in love. So focus on manifesting this. Does that make sense? So Spirit is showing me something along those lines. Where your heart communicates what it's feeling to you through the dream realm, where you're sort of made aware of unconscious feelings within your heart chakra. I do also see you could have passed on loved ones or ancestors trying to communicate to you in the dream realm. So if you ever dream specifically of a passed on loved one, then they are here in your dream to remind you that although they're not physically here, they're reminding you of the love they feel for you and that they're always around you in the spirit realm, that their love for you is eternal even though they're not physically here. So if you have been dreaming of passed on loved ones, they're sending you signs that they're still around you and they still love you. I don't know, but as I'm in this pile, I feel immense peace. So I feel like most of your dreams are quite peaceful. And it's, if you're having very peaceful dreams and very nice dreams, it's showing you that you're in a good emotional state currently. But if you're having like a lot of nightmares frequently, or you're having a lot of bad dreams frequently, it's showing you maybe your heart is in a different emotional state. So I feel like right now you're in a more peaceful emotional state in your heart. Then we have the high heart chakra with ecstatic bliss. I do also feel like other people you love may come into your dreams to communicate things to you that are left unsaid within the waking world. So let's say you dream of somebody that you care about pouring their heart out to you in the dream realm and telling you things in the dream realm. Their higher self could be contacting you in the dream realm to let you know of feelings they have for you. And it doesn't necessarily have to be romantic, but it could be feelings they have towards you that they are too scared to express within the waking world. We have manifestia. So your dreams are definitely showing you what your heart is manifesting, the frequency your heart is putting out. Because our heart chakra is one of the most powerful chakras, in my opinion. And in my opinion, from looking at energies, sometimes the heart is the biggest thing that can attract things to us. Also the sacral chakra, because the sacral chakra is the point of creation in terms of our energy centers. So the frequency we're putting out in our heart can attract things to us. So if we're putting out this frequency of good energies, loving intentions towards others, we're going to manifest that back to us, if that makes sense. If we're putting out the energy of love towards a specific person, we're manifesting that they start to have that same energy towards us. And it's sort of like your dreams are showing you what energy your heart is sort of putting out right now in that way. I do also think, along with the message of like other people coming into your dreams, their highest self trying to tell you things that they feel about you, I do also feel like you could be going into other people's dreams, like your higher self, and sharing love with them in their dreams too, where you might not remember the dream, but they remember the dream, and it's a very beautiful dream that sort of shows them your love you have towards them, if that makes sense. So I feel like your dreams, it keeps showing me the heart chakra. Even with this water card at the back of the deck, we see a heart here. So the heart chakra is very significant. Matters of the heart, love, relationships are significant with your dreams right now. So let's go ahead and pull your tarot cards now. I also do think people can't hide the way they feel towards you because your dreams will always reveal it. So let's say somebody has a crush on you and you dream of yourself like in a romantic situation with them and you're like confused by the dream because you don't have any romantic feelings towards them. You know, you could be intuitively tapping into their feelings towards you because I do feel like this pile has a strong clairsentience. And what clairsentience is you're essentially able to feel other people's emotions, feel energies around you of other people and also spirits. So we have the King of Cups here. And this is literally confirmation of what I was saying. Like, you're tapping into other people's feelings towards you in your dreams. We have the Magician in the reverse. I do also think that your dreams will reveal to you when somebody is not having the best or the most loving intentions towards you, so that you don't get manipulated in certain situations with the Magician reversed. Because the heart always can tell from the frequency somebody's putting out. So if you're in a situation with somebody in your waking life and you just feel uneasy when this person says something to you, it could be that they're putting out a certain frequency that isn't matching with yours or isn't coming from the best intentions. And it's like you sort of feel that and tap into that. And let's say you dream of that. And you dream like of a person saying something to you and you can tell that it's a lie in the dream. It may be a sign that this person may be lying to you or they might not be the most honest person. So I do also see your dreams like revealing people's true character, who they are deep down in their heart space. Okay, where they're not able to hide anything from you. And if their words don't match up with their actions, that is usually a big sign that they're like saying something but meaning another thing secretly. We have the Eight of Cups. I do also think that sometimes you will dream of people you have already walked away from, and you will sort of pick up feelings from them that they have not let go of, even though you've left their life. So let's say you dream of an ex-friend, and in this dream, your ex-friend is telling you that they miss you. You know, it could be that this ex-friend is thinking about you a lot during their waking life and missing you. Let's say you dream of an ex-friend and you're fighting in that dream and you wake up and you're like, why was I fighting with this person in my dream? Because I'm not even angry at this person anymore. I've forgiven them. And maybe this person still has some leftover resentment towards you. So Spirit is making you aware of that. So I feel like along with your gift, it's like you feel what is in other people's hearts and what they're not sharing with you through their words, but the energies being felt in the waking life and being shown to you in the dream realm as a confirmation. So I feel like you're very connected and in tune with your own heart, which is why your heart is able to communicate to you through your dreams at night, to give you wisdom, to show you confirmations of things you felt intuitively but weren't sure of, to show you how strong your gift is. Something about lions is coming through because the strength card wants to pop out, and we also see a lion here. So I feel like lions could be significant. Maybe you have the lion spirit animal. Well, you know, when you think of lions, you think of Leo, and Leos are very in touch with their heart. So I feel like your dream will show you, you know, who's loyal to you, who really has the best interest towards you. It will show you people's true intentions towards you. And you will also get messages from the divine, sometimes through your dreams. So let's say this will only happen when you're in a certain frequency. So let's say your angels want to connect to you. They can only connect to you when you're in this place of love and a high vibration and a high frequency and in a place of like peace before you go to bed. But if you're worrying a lot before you go to bed, your angels won't be able to contact you during your sleep because their energy is very pure. So It's like even if they try to, the frequency doesn't match up. So make sure you're always going to bed in a peaceful energy, so that if your angels want to contact you or send you a message through your dreams, that they're able to reach you through frequency. Of course, it's not realistic to go to bed peaceful every single day, but it can help you connect to your intuition more. Because sometimes our angels can communicate to us, but we don't hear them or fully get the message when we're not in the right energy or mindset or headspace, you know? I feel like it's more so your higher self speaking to you through your dreams, your heart speaking to you through your dreams, showing you your internal desires, showing you who you are fully. It's less to do with, yes, other people do come through where it will show you insight, but it's less to do with other people and more to do with your own inner journey and finding yourself through your dreams. And I feel like that's what your dreams are trying to show you. Your angels will also send you messages through your dreams related to other people if it's needed. So let's say your angels want you to give a certain person a second chance, but your logical mind is telling you no, but maybe your angels see a good outcome and tell you through the dream, they show you giving the person a second chance as an example, and the person actually doing something to change or change their behaviors, and that is like a sign from your angels. That may go against your logic, but it's what they're showing you intuitively. So I'm also seeing an energy like that where maybe certain messages come through in your dreams where you don't logically think that way, but it's a sign from your angels to follow your intuition in that moment rather than logic. And the thing is, logic is needed. We need a balance of both. But in some cases, we're more so meant to follow our logic. In some cases, we're more so meant to follow our heart and our intuition. So I feel like they kind of show you what decisions to make next in regard to your connections. So I feel like that's all I have for you, pile number 2. I really hope this reading resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.